Battle of Waterloo is Napoleon's final defeat and end of an empire. On a rain-soaked field near Waterloo in present-day Belgium, June 18, 1815, the fate of Europe hung in the balance. The man at the center of it all was Napoleon Bonaparte, once the master of continental Europe, now returned from exile for a final gamble to reclaim his throne. Opposing him stood two formidable commanders, Britain's Duke of Wellington and Prussia's Field Marshal Blücher. Their coalition aimed to halt Napoleon's revived ambition in what would become one of history's most studied battles. Waterloo was preceded by a lightning campaign in the Low Countries, where Napoleon sought to strike before Britain, Prussia, Austria and Russia could coordinate. The day before the battle, French forces fought Wellington's men at Quatre Bras and Blücher's Prussians at Ligny. Although Napoleon bested the Prussians, he failed to annihilate them completely. A strategic miscalculation, Blücher's army survived and would soon rejoin the fray at a critical juncture. The morning of June 18th arrived with muddy fields, delaying Napoleon's initial assault. His artillery, typically a decisive strength, bogged down, reducing its effectiveness. Wellington's Anglo-Dutch forces held strong defensive positions atop ridges, buffering cavalry charges and cannon fire. Midday saw intense fighting at key points like Hougoumont and La Haye Sainte, fortified farms that became epicenters of carnage. Each side poured in reinforcements, straining resources for marginal gains. Napoleon unleashed a massive cavalry charge under Marshal Ney, mistakenly believing Wellington was retreating. Without adequate infantry support, the French cavalry was mauled by disciplined squares of British infantry. Casualties mounted rapidly on both sides. Meanwhile, the battered Prussians, commanded by Blücher, advanced from the east, flanking Napoleon's right wing. This sudden arrival sealed the French emperor's fate. Desperate to salvage victory, Napoleon committed his elite Imperial Guard in a final assault late in the afternoon. The legendary unit, undefeated in prior campaigns, surged forward, only to be met by staunch Allied resistance and relentless musketry. As the Guard wavered, the cry went up, "La Garde recule," a moment that signaled the unraveling of French morale. Panicked retreats soon turned into a rout. Napoleon's defeat at Waterloo ended his 100 days' return to power and ushered in a new era of European stability under conservative monarchies. Exiled once more, this time to the remote island of St. Helena, he spent his remaining years in isolation. For Britain, Waterloo solidified Wellington's legacy as a top-tier commander, while Prussia's role elevated its influence among German states. In the grand sweep of military history, Waterloo stands as a clash of titans, a final showdown for an emperor whose brilliance once seemed unstoppable. Subscribe to Legends of the Battlefield for more epic stories of the battles and leaders that forged our world.